The sun dipped below the horizon, casting long shadows over Maplewood. Kids were playing frisbee in the park, their laughter echoing through the warm evening air. It was the kind of idyllic suburban scene that resonated with peace and tranquility. But behind the manicured lawns and freshly painted shutters, a different story was unfolding. A story of unimaginable cruelty hidden beneath the veneer of normalcy. This is the story of Hannah Wesche, a 6-year-old girl who became a silent victim within the very heart of this idyllic community. Maplewood, a town where everyone knew their neighbors and doors were often left unlocked, was the kind of place where people dreamed of raising their families. It was a place where the rhythm of life was set by bake sales, school plays, and the murmur of conversations at the local diner. Nobody could have predicted the darkness that lurked beneath the surface, the silent suffering of a child hidden from view. The illusion of safety and the stark reality of abuse would soon collide, leaving the community grappling with an unspeakable tragedy that shattered its innocence. Hannah Wesche lived with her aunt, Martha, who had been entrusted with her care after a series of unfortunate events left the young girl orphaned. Martha, a single woman in her late 40s, was known for her quiet demeanor and her dedication to her flower garden. She was a fixture in the community, often seen tending to her roses or volunteering at the local library. To the outside world, Martha seemed like the perfect guardian, a woman who had opened her home and heart to a child in need. But behind closed doors, a darker truth was hidden. The tragedy of Hannah Wesche's story is not just about the horrific abuse she endured, but also about the collective failure of a community to see the signs, to listen to the whispers, and to intervene when a child desperately needed their help. It is a story that forces us to confront uncomfortable truths about our own assumptions and the consequences of our silence. It is a story that demands introspection, compelling us to examine our own roles in creating a world where such tragedies can occur. To understand the events that led to the tragedy, we must first understand the individuals involved. Hannah Wesche was a bright, curious child, known for her infectious laughter and love for drawing. Her world was filled with the simple joys of childhood: coloring books, playground swings, and the bedtime stories her aunt would occasionally read to her. But behind her bright eyes, a deep sadness lingered. The loss of her parents had left an unfillable void, a quiet ache that not even the warmth of Maplewood could erase. The community remembers Hannah's parents, John and Mary Wesche, as a loving and devoted couple. They were active members of the local church, always willing to lend a helping hand. John was a carpenter with a talent for woodworking, while Mary worked as a librarian, her passion for books evident in the cozy reading nook she created in their home. Their sudden and tragic deaths in a car accident left the community reeling, their grief compounded by the concern for little Hannah's future. The people of Maplewood rallied around Hannah, offering support and condolences to Martha. They organized meal trains, donated clothes and toys, and offered to babysit. Nobody doubted Martha's ability to care for her niece, her quiet demeanor mistaken for stoicism and strength. But beneath the surface, a darker reality was taking root. A reality that would soon reveal the true nature of the relationship between Hannah and her aunt.